sad times in my head. Feelings come up and just let them go.
Change my life, change the way I think, change my life.
Been very emotional.
Are we actually going? We're rolling.
We're on.
We're rolling. Oh,
We're
okay.
rocking and rolling.
I wasn't
boy.
sure. All right. Well, welcome back, everyone. We have a special guest on today. Welcome back the Acai Bowl, Acacia.
There is a clap in the background right now. Just only Max can hear it.
Thank you, everyone.
Well done.
How are you?
I'm good.
That's
I'm
good.
good. Been busy.
Yeah,
A lot going on, but I'm good.
that's good. It's good
How
to
are
have you.
you?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, feels weird because we've already kind of said this to each other already. But yeah, no, I feel good. I'm a lot better than I was 5 minutes ago. My mood's changed. The alter ego's here,
I can
so
tell. Good.
Alter ego. What's the alter ego called?
Barry. No, I don't know. I've never thought of it. What could it be?
I'm
Good
not going to
question.
come with any
What do you reckon?
suggestions.
What do you got, Max? What would be the?
There we go. Something racist, probably.
Oh, don't pay me with that black
I
brush.
should bleep that out. Can you mark down a minute?
Black brush.
Max, can you mark down a minute that I need to bleep that?
Yeah, sure, like.
Thanks, mate. Oh, actually, before you fucking happy
Oh
birthday.
yeah,
to
happy
Max.
birthday to Max.
Fucking here we go. Fucking pour up, mate. Have a little fucking sippy. There you go.
That ain't a sippy.
That's a sippy.
Are you driving?
Looks like I'll be driving the Jimny to dinner.
No. Yeah, okay, mate.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
You
cheers,
can make your own
say
way
what
home.
you
I'm
got?
not dropping you home.
You can stay at my house if you want, brother.
Thanks, mate. I got my
I don't know if you'll fit in the bed though, but I'll sleep on the lounge.
What do you got there, mate? You got Peter Rabbit with a bit of shivers.
I do, mate. Yeah, little
Nice.
Peter Rabbit, little things you can see.
That was thanks for
I just need to put some hair in your
thanks
balls.
for, thanks for that. That was
I don't have
Ali's
hair on my
second
balls,
birthday present.
Well,
so
there's
it's
another
nice.
edit.
What'd you say?
I said that'll put some hair in your balls, and he goes, "Oh, I don't have any."
Oh,
Yeah, that's not a bleep.
2 minutes. Can we mark down 2 minutes?
Anyway,
Anyway, fucking happy birthday to Max.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Maxie.
birthday to Max. Fucking, how was your day, mate?
yeah, it was pretty good. I had night shift, so as soon as it ticked over midnight, I had the boys come in and give a bit of a clap, shook my hand, and said happy birthday. Come join the old fellas club. So that was pretty good.
Yeah,
How old you turn?
30.
Big 30.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, mate, yeah, 30,
Oh.
man.
Joining
30,
us.
dirty
Fuck,
30,
I'm the oldest
bro.
mother.
Yeah,
I'm the
Acacia's
old
the
ass. Well,
Yeah.
how old are you?
I am 28.
Oh, I thought you were 26. There you go. That's a compliment for you. There you go.
Look 40.
Yeah. You act 26, but you look about 40.
What's that movie? I don't know
Oh,
what it's
don't-
off, and he
he
goes,
says the
he goes, and he
N-word.
goes, what? No, what?
No,
No, and he
no,
goes,
sorry.
21, 38, 21, 38. You seen
No
that?
idea.
Oh,
Is
fuck.
it suddenly 40? That's a good
Yeah.
movie. That's a real
I think
good
it is off
movie.
that.
Yeah.
All right.
Very good. Yeah, then I
Sorry.
No, you're right. Then I did another 7 hours of work and then went home, had some brekkie, went straight to bed, answered a couple texts. Mum came around, gave me a present, which was really nice of her, which were a couple books, a nice little card, and a hand knitted quilt from my 86-year-old grandmother.
Fuck, there'll be some cotton for that to get around
Oh,
you.
mate. Like
Some
mum
cotton to
wanted
get around him.
3 minutes. Can you mark down 3
There's a-
minutes?
there's a-
What?
Just start the podcast again.
I said
That's
cotton.
heavily racist.
I said there'll be a lot of cotton to wrap around him.
Anyway,
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we that was really nice, like it's handmade. I know Mum when it was getting made, she said, "You're going to pay for all this wool." You know that, right? Because I have been. I've been taking it to Spotlight and doing all that stuff, and I was like, I was very lucky to get that for my birthday, actually. So, yeah, then I went back to sleep, had a shit ton of food, and then just did another night shift. So
Nice.
I'm operating on a few hours sleep and Shivas out of my Peter Rabbit cup.
Nice.
Nice.
Welcome. Tell Ali where a Peter Rabbit cup is.
Yeah, she can't have any of this though.
Well,
She might be able to.
it's frowned upon. Let's just say that.
It's very frowned upon.
Yeah. Anyway, got to do what you got to do, you know.
How about you? How you going?
How am I going? I'm good. I'm good. We just had I think that's like our first official fucking little team meeting there, wasn't it?
I think so,
It's
yeah.
only been 18 months, but anyway, yeah, no, good. We just had a little meeting then to what would we say? Focus on what the next 2 years looks like.
Next
You would
steps.
say the expansion part.
The expansion, yeah.
So yeah. I as I was saying to you guys, it's like I don't want to feel like I'm just in a rabbit wheel, just going around and around and around without focusing on the bigger picture. So it'll be nice to still be in the rabbit hole, fucking spinning around, but then also start to focus on and implement things that we can start to bring forward. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to for all of you to start stepping into the roles and find that the vision starts to happen even further. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm good. I'm good, mate. I'm pumped. Maxie, we're going for a feed after this, mate. So I'm singing for that. I've already got the all clear from Lauren, which I was expecting a hard no, but there you go, mate. She must like it.
That's very nice. So thank you.
Welcome to the family, brother.
Yeah.
She ain't listening.
Yeah, she doesn't get
She
past
doesn't,
10 minutes.
she doesn't, man. She doesn't listen.
I reckon she stopped listening after episode 10.
I reckon she stopped listening when I came on.
Look, I don't want to say that
She
definitely,
might
but
start because I'm on.
yeah, no,
She
does
could.
love you.
She is a feminist.
Good.
6 minutes, Max. 6 minutes. But no, going good, feeling good, and yeah, it'd be nice to start actioning all of this stuff that we've got planned. So
It's very exciting stuff.
yeah, no, we've. Oh, do you want to? We can say it now because we're going to announce it probably tomorrow night. I'll probably have it edited anyway. But we're going to start doing some more community pieces for Polaris. So instead of just having reconnections in our online programs, we're also going to start implementing like community meetups that's going to change over time. So yeah, we want to do something where we can really create a community without, how do I say this, do what everyone else is doing. We still want to be able to implement some pieces that other people can obviously still come to, but not doing the same thing that everyone else is doing. So
Yeah.
where we would have already announced it because this is coming out Friday. We would have announced it last night. So yeah, we're going to be doing our first one in a couple of weeks' time. Thinking like a really cool Glen Rock walk throughout probably sunrise around then.
We'll
7,
probably have to go a little bit earlier. You don't want to leave about sunrise. It starts at 6, so you don't be like there like 5. Start walking,
You're
5ish.
going to be walking in the dark.
Headlights, baby.
That is
Yeah, no, you couldn't do
dangerous.
headlights.
She kept.
It's all, for you, it's all right. But not when you've got 30, 40 people
Yeah.
and you've got to do first aid and then everything like that.
If you trip over, you're on your own, baby.
So anyway, we'll cut that, and we
first.
will be definitely waiting till the sun is up,
Yes.
and yeah, we'll get cracking into that, and then we'll probably finish
We'll have lunch.
somewhere, and yeah, not that long. Finish somewhere, sunrise, not sunrise. Sit somewhere and have some cacao that we've made, and
Bit of breath work. Bit of have a chat, maybe.
yeah, we'll do some really cool pieces, but it'll be like different things that people aren't necessarily doing, but still creating community and getting out there a bit more.
Yeah.
Which would be cool. So, start to implement these things, and all 4 of us will be interchangeable there. Acacia won't be at the first one. New Zealand, is that right?
New
What are you going over there for? Just holiday or?
Yeah, so my dad was going with his wife and she decided not to go.
Oh, okay.
So I get to go
Oh,
with him.
mad. What?
Yeah.
So free trip?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Can we
That's
come?
sick.
Hopefully she doesn't watch this because I don't think she knows about that it's free. Cut that out.
Yeah. 8 minutes.
Are we even gonna put this podcast? Everything's
gonna have
being
to cut
cut.
everything.
It's just going to be like little snippets of our faces.
Yeah, no.
But
Cool.
yeah, so we're going to Auckland. We're flying into Auckland. We're there for a few days. We're seeing some of his golf friends.
Cool.
And then, I don't know, is Rotorua in Auckland or Queenstown? Does anyone know?
No,
You don't know?
it's up Rotorua. Eh?
Huh?
It's up Rotorua. It's in North Island,
Yeah, okay, so that's up more like Queenstown area.
up north. Queenstown's bottom.
I don't know. Where's Auckland?
North Island.
Okay, yeah, so we go to Rotorua and then we fly to Queenstown and we have 3 days of snowboarding, like 1 day on, 1 day off, 1 day on, 1 day off kind of thing.
Sick.
All the fun shit's in the bottom, which is like Queenstown and stuff.
Yeah, and then I was going to go bungee jumping and I don't know if I'm too much of a pussy.
Do it. They have
But
the big.
because
They
I'm
have the world's
saying
biggest
that-
swing there. You should do
Yeah.
that.
So Dad said that if we're doing a swing, he'll probably do a swing with me.
Do
but
it.
if I do bungee jumping, it's a no.
Do the swing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll do
Yeah.
the swing.
Do the swing.
I'll do the swing.
World's biggest one.
All right,
That's
I'll
a
do the
cool
swing.
little check off.
Have you heard about the swing?
Yeah.
Big swing.
Well, that's what we're talking about, aren't we?
Yeah. I was like, what's the different thing?
Yeah. What's the? Yeah. What, I don't understand.
Ty's like, what?
Isn't that what
what
we're talking
happened?
about?
When did we get ice cream?
Yeah. I have to wash my hands for this.
Oh yeah, that's where I went to.
Yeah.
I was like, she doesn't mean that, surely.
Yeah. What do you?
I don't mean that. I don't know what that is. But I want to make sure that I don't mean that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. We do know
what
about
do
the
you
swing.
mean?
Well, what do you mean by that?
I was just being silly because we said the swing so many times.
Oh. I was like, she's about to tell us there's another swing.
You guys
Good job.
suck.
Yeah, we know. But you love us and you're our family, so you know.
It's true.
Sorry.
It's very true.
Sorry.
But yeah. What else has been going on for you? You bought a new house.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's awesome. How's the new
Yeah.
house?
Yeah, so I bought a new house, well, my first home. Moved in, probably would have been start of July, I think. So that's super exciting. Moved in there with me and my little Lucy girl, my dog. So it's just me and her, and it's super cool because it's a time where I'm actually finding complete silence. So I've never experienced complete silence before, and we all know that in complete silence, your head will talk to you about things that you may have been running from for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been a really interesting time that it's just been me and my thoughts and my feelings, and the amount of process that you make in those times when you're not actually running away from that, incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy when you're in your own little space and it's just you. I remember like there was a time last year I was just by myself for weeks and I was just like, this sucks. But then also there's just so much growth in that.
You find
as well.
boredom, right? I've never been bored. I haven't been bored since I was like 5 years old.
I actually didn't really find more boredom. It was the feeling what lonely was actually like. But then changing like lonely as a good thing, not a sad thing.
Yeah.
'Cause that's like loneliness. You hear loneliness, you just think sad times or like you're going through something. But then it's like now when I'm alone, I love to be alone because I just can do so much shit. I can meditate, I can do like all my cooking, even like fucking cleaning now. Like just I like enjoy just to be by myself.
Yeah. You find that peace and that solitude.
Yeah.
And I think you find out a lot of who you are when you're not being distracted by
Definitely.
a lot of other things around you.
Yes, it's not necessarily the same thing, but when I got in here, because when I was doing the shift group with you, I was still at home, and then transitioning to doing it here, it was just chalk and cheese.
Oh yeah,
It's
I had
just
my first half an hour of your calls was Luca in the background screaming, and then he'd be going to bed by then.
yeah, and it's like you're trying to hear someone going through something, and you're trying to like give them the questions to be able to work through it, and all I can hear in the back.
Do you
is
remember-
Lauren, like throwing a wooden?
Do you remember when you you were doing it down at the sanctuary, and he was doing it down the old sanctuary, and one day we were in a meditation, and all I can hear is wet ass pussy in the background, and I was like,
Yeah.
what is that? And he's just like,
Talking about the song, right?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
Lauren wasn't in the section.
Lauren was quite actually at home.
It was definitely not. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, and I remember just shutting my eyes, and I could just hear this music. I was like, why is he playing this song? And then I just remember opening my eyes, and we asked him, he's just like, oh, I'm down, there's like a dance class on.
Is that what you went to? Yeah.
Yeah.
They were just getting after it.
They
like
get-
screaming, fucking
I
stamping
thought
the
that I
floor.
could get after it until I went to their dance class, and I was
Yeah.
like,
It's
Crazy how much screaming there
all
are.
right.
It's
wow.
wild.
I remember I went down there for a
Yeah.
sauna one night, and all I could hear was fucking like screaming, like howling, and I was like, what
Those
is
women
happening?
can move
I went
their
out there and had a look,
bodies.
and they were just like,
Getting it.
just going at it.
Yeah.
Getting it.
Yeah.
Dropping it low.
So yeah, transitioning from that into something. Obviously, when downstairs is sanding their boats, it's not dead silence. But most of the time, it's like this.
During the day,
And
it
you're trying
is.
to like,
What I remember here the other day, and you see this, what is going
Yeah.
on?
mate. Oh, some of the things that they say downstairs. They're just like fair dinkum bloody Aussies.
Just
you know,
traggers.
like, and it's just hilarious. And they're nice people that they've got young fellas and they look after them. But it's just the way that they talk, and you have a giggle sitting up here. It's
Tyson just got a new apprentice at work, and he come in today and he's like, I've learn't you can't say some jokes that we say at work at home. And I was like, that's 100% right. And he goes, yeah, I went home and said something to mum, she didn't like it. I just started laughing. I was like, man, whatever we say here, keep it here.
yeah,
right?
stay here.
Yeah.
Don't take it home.
Oh man.
But yeah, you get into a place like this, and then all of a sudden, like things start to, like you said,
Yeah.
like you think you're sweet, and then all of a sudden, fuck is this coming from? Yeah, and then you start to, you have the time and the ability to not be distracted, and then actually start to face what's starting to come through. And I truly believe if obviously, if I didn't say yes to this and move into here, like we wouldn't be where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Remember we were going to look in under your shed?
yeah, oh man, when we were first looking,
There was like a
Because-
room like literally from me to Jacob, and we were just like, let's just set up in here.
yeah, we're about to go out to Air Locker at Bandits Green and hire their little shed out, and then we're going to go over here and going to go over there, and then thank the universe, this pops up on Marketplace, and it's just like
Perfect.
excellent. We walk in here, and the landlord downstairs, he comes up and he's just like, yeah, do whatever, as long as it's fixed when you leave, I don't care. I'm like, brilliant.
Yeah.
Stick heaps of shit on the wall.
Yeah.
We're making it black in here.
Yeah. We're darking this shit out.
Yeah.
No, I wish I didn't go the tiles. Anyway, lesson
I
learned.
like
for next
tiles.
Oh, yeah, I think they're cool.
I would like to have our own set vibe.
Mm.
It is our vibe, I reckon.
Yeah, I'll show you what I mean after. But yeah, like when we transition into our own bigger place, which will be very soon, we can make it however we want to make it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
It's crazy though. Like going back to that quiet time, I've been asked it twice this year. What are you running from? Once was from you, and one was from a mate. When I was talking about all the things that I was doing around like work and TAFE and family and this and that, and they were like, "What are you running from?" And I'm like, "Nothing." And it wasn't until the silence happened I was like, that's what I was running from. That's interesting.
bingo.
It's funny when like I noticed someone in my life she was doing so much, and I was like, "What are you running from?" Her question straight back to me was like, "What are you running from?" And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I don't like it when you do that.
I didn't know this was about me, but
Hey, I asked you first, and no pass backs.
Yeah.
It's not about me. It's about you.
Yeah.
How'd you feel though when that happened? Did you and then you started to like sit with it?
Well, like as we all know, the last 3 months has been a huge change in my life. I've been through a relationship breakdown. I've been through moving houses. But like I would even say the last 14 months has been massive in where I am in life and the growth that I've had to come through and the shit that I've had to there's no other word than go through and learn from. So how did I feel? I feel exhausted, but I feel proud because I know that the person that I am today, I'm a much, much stronger person and much more connected to who I am than I was 14 months ago and that I was 3 months ago and 6 weeks ago. I feel like every single day I'm becoming more connected to who I am. And it's small things like I can put boundaries in place. If you asked me to put a boundary in place with somebody 14 months ago, wouldn't have happened. Like the fear and the anxiety around that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
When now I'm putting boundaries in place means that I've lost a lot of friends in the last 12 months, but that is also okay because I've found out what I want in life and what I want in life just doesn't match to other people's, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So finding that peace in being alone is okay, and sitting in my house by myself is okay. And it's quite nice.
So if you like to tell someone at home, it was like that was trying to like going through something you went through, and just by saying like sitting at home, like we don't just sit in a room and just do nothing. Like, what are the types of things you were doing if someone at home was going through something, like to give them some bit of advice?
I'll tell you what, mate, before you answer that, that's a fucking great question.
It is a good
I'm very proud of you then. I was looking at you then. I was just like,
Hey, I told you I'm
yeah,
on
man,
today.
that's fucking
Who
excellent.
taught him that?
Oh, no, I didn't even teach him that. That's the thing.
Sometimes I'm on.
proud of you.
So wise.
That
Hey,
gets,
it only happens once every now and then.
that gets me going.
If you want to film some content after this, we probably could.
Oh, yeah. You answer that first and then we'll
No
go
one
into-
laugh at me. Don't ruin it.
Not laughing
No,
at
it was
you.
good. It was
Answer the
good.
question.
You.
Like if I'm completely honest, there's obviously things that I am not proud of, and there's also things that I am proud of. So there's behaviors that no longer serve me that I've had to let go of, and I've had to do that during my breath works, during meditations, and forgiving yourself for those behaviors. So it's okay if you do something and take an action or behavior that you're like, oh, that probably actually didn't serve my purpose right now. That's okay, let go of it. That's fine. And I think that's a huge thing too, is actually letting go of that and not holding on to it, and then finding that self-hatred for yourself that you tend to find when you may gorge out on food, or you may drink alcohol, or you may take drugs, or whatever it might be that people do. That's all right, just leave it there. And then you can move on, right? But for me, I did a lot of breath work, mindfulness, meditation, ice baths, saunas. I've cried a lot. A lot of crying happened. And for me, that's a huge expression. Allowing myself to cry. I'll put on songs that I know that will make me feel a certain way and just allow myself to feel whatever emotion that is. And one that's been huge for me is allowing myself to feel anger. I would say for the majority of my life, the feeling of anger came with shame,
Guilt. as well.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that guilt, that embarrassment, like all of these icky feelings that we don't really want to feel. That's what I associated with anger. And it wasn't until I would say 6 to 9 months ago that I actually allowed myself to feel anger. And Jacob and I did a breath work a few months ago where like I was so angry. My teeth were clenching. I felt like I could punch somebody because I was just so angry at things that have happened in the past, both at people and both at myself. Being able to feel that anger and then being able to just let it go. It's like, cool. I've made peace of that now.
Yeah. And by by you releasing that anger, is it through a breath, or is it like you just screaming, or is it like, is there something you do to release that anger and feel that anger? Or
I would say breath work.
Yeah.
Crying, because we all know that, you know, your anger and your sadness are
very close.
very, very close.
Yeah.
And talking. Like I will talk until the cars come home if I'm angry about something.
Are you a big journaler?
No.
Yeah.
I have journaled. I wouldn't say that I journal religiously. Sorry, Jacob. I just did the shift and I should have journaled every day. I don't journal that often. But I will talk, and sometimes I'll grab my phone out and I'll take a recording of me talking.
Yeah, I just started
Listen
to do
to
that.
it, delete it,
Yeah.
done. That's me done. But all the time I find myself just venting to my mum. Yeah.
Poor mum.
Yeah, poor mum, right? But instead of me responding to the person that's made me angry, like if someone's said something to me or they're writing their own storyline about something, which happens all the time, instead of responding to that person, I'll just leave it and I will just talk it out somewhere else. Because I know that if I responded to that person, that's not an appropriate response. It's me literally responding just because I'm annoyed at them. And I will never respond to somebody in that way. I'll wait until I'm more at baseline to then be able to respond in a way that these are the words that I mean.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I like that.
Great questions, mate. Well done.
And go to the gym,
Yeah.
lift some weights. But I also find that if I'm too angry and I'm at the gym, we all know that if you're not lifting properly, it's a risk. So
Yeah.
for me, I either need to just do cardio, like just go for a run, and by a run I mean like 3 minutes and then I'm tapped out. But like enough that it's just like this is going to kill me and I have to focus somewhere else.
It's so funny. Sorry, listen to you two talk about cardio because
Yeah,
it's like,
I
yeah, I
started
just did
it.
cardio. What did you do? I had Max just walk to the fridge. You just 3 minutes runs.
Yeah. But like I love cardio, but I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
So because I'm not good at it, that means that my mind has to fully focus in on it to make sure that I don't die.
Did
in
you
that
like
moment.
because you did CrossFit for a bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you like that type
Yeah,
of
I
cardio?
loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you just don't like going on a treadmill or like that
I'm
rowing
not
or
a
something?
good runner. I'm a toe runner.
Mm.
So like toe running on the road is super hard because people just look at you.
Get shin splints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haitian
Me
splints.
too.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
So yeah, I liked CrossFit when I was down in Parramatta. Both the community and the programming that they did. I just loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I there was a couple of girls that came to our reconnection, and they were like, one of the girls that works with you, she does CrossFit at Cameron Park,
Yeah.
and they're like, every time she walks in, everyone looks at her back. I was just like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I remember one day she walked in, I was like, damn, that's a nice back. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. All through my bodybuilding time, it was always my back. Everyone's like, "You're back," and I'm like, "Thanks. I work very hard on everything else, but thank you."
Yeah. It's a big back. Nice back. I don't know what to say.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's okay.
So anyway, back to yesterday.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Tay's like, he rings us. He always, how many times do you reckon you call me a day?
Once today, twice.
Yeah, but on regular?
Depends how busy I'm during the day, but most time probably 30 to 40 times.
Probably averages about 3 to 5 times a day.
Jeez.
I'm a
Anyway.
call. Well, how much times do you message the same person? I don't like messaging.
Yeah,
I'd rather
right,
just
okay,
call.
Fair call.
Because it's just you get it out straight away. You know what that person wants to know. He gets the answers as well. But then if I don't answer my phone calls, he's like ringing me like, "Where the fuck are you?" Like one day my phone went dead,
Yeah, I know.
and
Reached out to me.
Yeah.
and he
And
like,
he's like, "I don't know if he's all right or not." And I'm
finally
like,
answered
"Oh
my
God."
phone, and he's just like, "Never ever fucking do that again." And I was
Yeah.
like, "I'm sorry, mate." And
He
my
was
phone.
stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
stressed.
Yeah,
Thanks,
we're all
sorry.
stressed. Thanks, man.
Sorry,
Appreciate
guys.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He was so worried about you.
Sure, he was.
I didn't get a phone call.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Oh, that scowl.
Everyone's
Oh,
like,
that
we are
flashes me
triggered
back.
in here.
Oh, when I was 23. There it is. Oh, God. Anyway, so, yeah, he rings in. She's just like, I got a content idea. I'm like,
Oh.
all right, man, we're on. Sweet, sounds good. He's like, all right, can we just set up the camera like where you're sitting and face us? And, like, we'll just press record. And then all I need you to do is just sit next to me and we'll just have a conversation. I'm like, sweet, awesome, sounds great. Cool, sounds good. He gets here, set it all up, sit down, start recording. It's just silent for like 2 minutes. And I look over at him. I'm like, so what
But
do
let me just say something. He's sitting there making noises, just being an idiot. And I was just like, it was putting me off a little bit. And then I was putting him off as well because I didn't know what was going on in my head.
So,
and
but,
then
but hang on. If someone rings you and says, I've got a content idea, all I need you to do is sit next to me and we'll have a conversation. Does that sound like I need to prepare anything?
he didn't have to.
We know what he's like, though. He's
yes,
like,
that's true.
I'm going to organise this. Comes to Sunday morning, and he's like, Acacia, do you have anything to say?
Oh, that's
And then I
another
was
thing we
like,
can get
"Huh?"
into.
I will say this though. Okay, so I
You
went in there.
literally talked for
No.
5 seconds.
Listen to this.
No, that was
Just listen
that's
to what-
exactly how
Do you
it
want to
went
know? Do you really not change my mindset of it all?
But someone was looking at you.
No. I went in there and spoke to them. They asked me what they said. What could you do? I said we could speak about because they were going to talk about their goals and everything. And I said we could do a visualization for them to see the goals, and then we could do the ice bath and that after. And then Jacob goes to me.
If you say to me, this is my fault.
I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying. When he goes, so what are we doing? And I was like, visualization. And he goes, I thought I should keep saying breath. And I was like, yeah, but I think they think breath and visualization are the same type of thing. And he's just like, I'm not doing a visualization. And I was like, fuck, okay.
No. Now you've just lied through your teeth.
Did he?
I never said I'm not doing a visualization. What I
You
said,
said I'm not doing that.
no, I said they are saying breath. Breath and visualization is two different things.
We know that,
now,
though.
listen, that had nothing to do with you and your goal setting speech.
Yeah, I know.
So how did that throw
Because
you
it
off?
just kind of put me in the mood. I was like, okay, are we doing this or what are we doing?
You were nervous, though, because
I was nervous.
You were shitting
You
yourself.
texted Jacob and was like, I'm not getting up by myself. You better get up with me.
Well, I just think
Hang on, let
if
me
we're
play-
Polaris,
how the fuck is this
shouldn't
my
we be
fault?
getting up together and not just saying like, all right, go by your because everyone knows I don't like public speaking. It makes me nervous,
Yeah.
and just say you're up by yourself, you're doing it alone. I'm like, fuck.
You're like, no, I'm not.
I'd rather if
Okay, sure.
everyone stood in a line together, I'll be okay. But going up, it's like you go first and you just stand there.
I will listen to that, but you need to listen to me. And when I say we need to organize this better, instead of you going, it's just ice and breath. Oh, but then we're doing this, and then we're doing this, and then we get there, and it's not even that.
But do you remember the other day I said, let's just move on.
You're going to
Moving
continue on with what happened today? Yesterday?
What was yesterday?
Content.
Oh, the content.
Conversation.
Oh yeah, we just sat here and it was just for a long time. I just didn't know what, and then he's like, just asked me. So I asked him a question,
Yeah.
and then he just went crazy, and I was like, "Fuck, I just don't know how you just go so detailed." And then he's just like, then it finally got to me, and we got there. We got there in the end.
Good.
We got there,
Proud.
but he
Can't
got
wait to
some really good content. Got some really good content.
That's good. What did you talk about?
Yeah, remember,
Oh,
because
yeah.
like I asked you those three things, and you just went
that
fucking
was the
crazy.
punchline. Yeah. Anyway, there you go.
Loved it.
There you go. How good, Acacia?
God.
You just seen our little fight.
That was so beautiful.
So cute, right?
So beautiful.
And now we're better.
So how do you feel about that? Do you feel more connected now?
Yeah, your hands are a bit sweaty.
Yeah, your hands are cold.
Yeah, it's a bit cold over here.
Yeah.
But-
It is a bit cold in here. That's okay.
So one time I come in here, I was real cold. And he just walks in, just talking, turns the heater off on me, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll just freeze."
Cool, no worries.
I do remember that. I like walked in and the heat was heating my face. I was like, "Phew, that's too hot." And I turned it off and he looked down at me. He's like, "I'll just put my jumper on."
Do you have any blankets in here?
Yeah, sometimes I go get the blanket and just because around the other side, because the
Yeah.
heat goes over me, and I just sit there and I'm just like,
I
freezing.
hate being cold.
I don't. I actually, I
Well, do
like
you
it.
prefer
Just
what?
depends.
Do you prefer being hot to cold?
Absolutely.
Really, on the other
All
way.
day.
I would love
I'll
to
Say
be
I
cold.
prefer to be hot to cold. Yeah.
I would sit here sweating if I had to,
Ah.
but
No, the
don't
other
make
way.
me sit here cold.
Give me
So
rubs.
the reason I don't like heat is because when I was in the mines and you're wearing all longs and you're outside hitting sledgehammers, like just working all day, just dripping sweat. I hated heat.
Well, I sit at home on my computer, working from there, sometimes with the fireplace on and Netflix on at the same time.
Yeah.
So I would say that I'm probably accustomed to a little bit.
But don't you
more
find it
luxury.
more comfortable to go from like when you're cold? It's so much easier to
No.
go to warm. Are you serious?
Yeah. See, I find it really hard to get warm.
So sitting in your fire with blankets on, you're still cold.
Yeah, I would still have trackies on, a jumper on, and probably a blanket around.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But like hot, I'm like, whatever. Like I don't
'cause
really care.
In summer, like if sometimes it's like hard. Like if you go down to the beach, you go in the water for 10 minutes, you get out, then you're hot again for another
And then you
hour,
go back
and you're
in.
sweaty again. But then if you're at home, you can't snuggle with your partner because it's way too hot to touch each other.
you put
know,
the
it's just
aircon on,
not
the
fun.
fan on.
Some people don't have that luxury.
Oh well, some people need to upgrade.
Well, it's 2023, so times are tough.
Times are tough. Mortgages. Oh my god.
Yeah, have fun with that one.
Who? No one told me. No, heaps of people told me actually that how
Yeah, I
expensive.
fucking told you.
Yeah, that mortgages are expensive. And then I was very naive. I thought the land rates would be like $200 for the year. I was like,
No.
whatever. Comes in, it was like almost $2,000, and I was like, that hit me.
It was funny. I was talking to Mum about like rentals and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, me and Jacob have been thinking about like getting a real big house together. Like, say him and his family at one end of the house, I'm at the other end of the house." And then Mum was like, "Oh, you should get one with like a little granny flat, and I can move into it." And I was like, "No, Mum." And she's like, "You should buy a house and have a granny flat." And I was like, "Mum, in the next 5 years, I plan not to live in Australia." And she was just like, "Oh, okay." I was just like, "I don't know what you want me to say, Mum. You're not moving in with me."
It ain't happening. Sorry, Mum.
Sorry, Mum. I know you do listen to this, but there's your answer.
Sorry, Mum.
Well,
You can come live with me, Mum. There you go.
Well, my mum likes you more than me because she calls
We can
you her
swap
number one
mums.
son. His mum messaged me, "Happy birthday, my number one son." And Jacob messaged me, goes, "Mum just said happy birthday, number one son." I was like, I knew it hurts him, but I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's a bit brutal.
it's
Yeah.
wild. To my number
It
one
is
son,
wild.
I just like copied it, pasted it, sent it over to him. I was like, from my mum.
From Mum.
Yeah, didn't talk to me for the rest of the day. Yeah.
Love it.
Anything else going on in your life? How's work going?
Yeah, work's good. Work's busy at the
Yeah.
moment. Because we worked from home for majority of the last like 18 months, we're going back into the office more because obviously I live near Cessnock and office is in Eastwood in Sydney. So every time I go to the office, it's a 2-hour drive.
Oh, you not stay down there sometimes, or
Sometimes, yeah. So if I work from the office more than 2 to 3 days, like obviously together, what's the word, consecutive?
yeah,
I'll stay down there. But if it's just a day, then I won't stay
Yeah,
down there,
fair enough.
obviously. So yeah, like driving down there a lot. But like I said before the podcast, it's good because I get to see my students. Face-to-face training is a lot better. You get a lot more out of it. They're a lot more engaged. You can answer a lot more questions around assessments, all that kind of stuff. So, and it's always really good to see your colleagues and just see people because, like I said, like I worked from home for a
for
long
ages.
time. I almost forgot how to speak to people face to face.
What was that? What was that thing that you posted on stories? That thing, and everything was just moving around heaps quick.
Oh,
What's that?
God. Yeah, so I'm like, I don't even know what it is. I got put into this thing by the director around how our training is going to change next year, or at least that's what I gathered out of the meeting. I still don't know.
Gotcha.
And we had to be put into this app where everybody was there, and there was like 40 to 60 of us that were all in there together, and everyone had their own little name, but you could also see everyone's mouses. So 40 to 60 people, when everyone was like changing their mouse and adding things to the screen, everything was just moving all over the place. And I literally felt like I was getting motion sickness just watching it.
It was wild.
It was so messy and very ick. Don't get me started on icks. I have a lot.
we'll go at the very end. You can name your top three icks.
That's a great. Yeah, I don't have any. I'll think of some.
Do you not have any icks?
Not that I can think of.
You really-
You go first, and I'll see if there's.
That's actually a little segment I wanted to pull in, like the ick of the week, something that you would have seen or something that you just kind of describe. You're like, oh, that's my ick this week.
God.
And why, like the reason why it triggers you.
Okay.
And then what you do in response. And then you come up with ways you can be better about that, like not smacking someone out for doing it.
Sweet.
Not doing this kind of face. When someone does it. You are disgusting.
Please do not do that.
You are a Nick.
I'm trying to think. Well, let's do it now. Go on. What's your top
Oh,
three
she's
icks?
waiting. Go.
My top 3?
Yeah.
Top 3.
Jesus Christ. Smells. Bad smells. Don't like them. Don't do it near me. Don't like it.
What do you mean? What? So someone ripped
Like
gut?
farting or?
Don't enjoy it.
Yeah,
Well, no one enjoys it, but
No, but
like,
people laugh.
well,
Yeah,
it's
it's
funny.
hilarious.
All right, put your hand up if you laugh at farts.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. See, you all enjoy it.
Fucking oath we do.
It's no. Here we go.
No, the smell is
The humor around it is hilarious. I was saying to Ty the other day, there is nothing funnier
in a fart.
than toilet humor.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like ripping a fart
Do you
and
know-
it
See, I don't
smells.
think that's funny.
Do you know
That's
what's
the thing.
funny? My little 3-year-old niece went to go take a poo the other day, and do you know what she said to my mum? She goes, I mean, not my mum, my sister, sorry. She goes, Mum, I'm just going to the toilet. And she's like, what do you need to do? She just goes, I'm just going to drop the rabbit at the coop. And then my sister rang every person that she's babysat in the last 3 months and said, where'd you get this from? No one's like, I don't know. And then they still have no idea where she got it from. And I told Tyson, Tyson's like, that is so good. I'm going to use that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
But smells are massive. So for me, if I'm really overwhelmed, smells will be even more heightened.
Sure.
So like when I was really overwhelmed, when like the dogs are going crazy and, you know, other things were happening in life, I would walk down the aisle in a shopping centre and I could smell people's skin.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
like it is really disgusting.
So if you didn't hear some random guy just fart, you wouldn't laugh. I'm laughing just thinking of
I
it.
wouldn't laugh.
Oh,
So
it'd be so good.
my family know, and like I am getting a lot better.
I wish you never
now.
told me this.
Yeah, you're
Wish I
fine.
needed to fight
Yeah.
right now.
I'm right next to
I
you.
am getting better, and this is like a massive thing that I am working on because like for a while, I mean from when I was like probably 17 to 6 months ago, I was very much like, no, you don't do it around me. That's disgusting. Blah, 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 blah. And I get quite angry about it. When now I'm like, calm the fuck down.
So you're working on it.
It is literally just a human function. Like just calm down. It's okay.
Funniest function.
Yeah, like it's
There's-
okay if that happens.
There's nothing funnier than you fight at work and you go, can anyone smell diesel? And you just see all of them just going, just
No, like,
copying it
when
out.
when I'm at home, it's like one leg up. I go, Luca. He looks over at me. I push as hard as I can. And he just looks over and he goes, so if he's laughing at it,
He's
I
so
know it's
cute.
funny.
He's so cute.
Farts are never not funny, honestly.
Oh man, he's hilarious. He goes.
All right,
All right, so yeah,
But that's my
toilet.
number one.
Yep.
Ick,
Yep.
absolutely.
Number 2.
Number 2, ick. I also think this is like a similar ick to that ick, but married couples that will poo with the door open with the other person like around.
I shit with the door open when he's here. In here.
See, no.
We have a
no.
chat. What do you mean?
Like, I've seen married, well, actually, I haven't seen because that's a bit weird, but like I know married couples or like couples that one will be in the bath and one will be doing a shit.
Yeah, 100%. That's sick.
What?
That,
Why?
that is a level of intimacy you all should strive to achieve.
No. Intimacy does not have to mean we do that around each other.
You accept that person unconditionally,
Why do you have to do it
despite
there,
their
though?
bowel movements.
Why not?
Why do you have to?
Well, you get to have a conversation.
Yeah, come on.
Me and Jacob
okay.
Jacob and I just come like before. Well, come pretty far. I used to always like if he calls me, I'm answering. I don't care what I'm doing, I'm answering. And he goes, I just got to go shit. And I was like, what are we not meant to talk on the phone while you take a shit? And then he like one day he finally answered while he was taking a shit, and I was like, yes, I've made it.
I'll tell you what.
I'm a winner.
Yeah.
The worst one is actually like, you know, when you get radio calls and you're in the bathroom and it's so echoey. This is at work. It's the worst because everyone knows exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, copy, Maxwell. You know, Oscar 1. Oh, 'cause I'm the top. You go, copy. Yeah.
Are you taking
What
a
are you
shit?
doing? I was like, are you up top, mate? You go, yeah. Yeah. Can you come out? And I was like, I'll be there in a second. And then they'll make a joke. Said, yeah, you will.
God damn it.
Yeah. And you copy.
Yeah, but I agree with that. That has changed since kids, and they do not understand that
Kids-
I'm on there.
kids
And they
are
just
different.
rip the door open. I'm here.
Yeah.
And Luke
see,
will just sit there and look at you.
yeah.
Like, can you just not look at me dead in my eyes when I'm
Yeah.
trying to drop something here?
I feel
And he
like
looks at you
there's-
going, he goes, huh? I'm like, yeah, you know. He goes, yeah.
He just grunts.
I feel like there's certain times in life when, like, to me, it's okay. So, like, if my partner was unwell, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Jesus.
Are you okay?
Max is getting drunk in the
Yeah.
corner, by the way.
Hey, how are you getting home?
It's like I'm driving him.
Jesus.
Sorry, back
Yeah.
to you.
Thank you. Like, if your partner's unwell, that's fine. Like, if they have gastro or whatever else like that, like, I'll put on my professional face because I've worked in disabilities, I've worked in the community, I've dealt with shit on wars and eating it and whatever else, which, like, I can deal with because,
You're getting paid.
well, and because that person,
You know, right about
but
that.
they also, like,
So, okay, here we
they're
go.
mentally unwell or they have
Yeah.
a disability, like, that
Okay,
is
yeah.
okay.
100%,
and I
yeah,
get
100%.
that.
Are these conditional icks? So what I mean by that is,
Yeah.
imagine if you were getting paid to deal with all these icks. Would they still be an ick?
No, because it's not my partner and it's not intimate.
Okay, so it's more specific. So the Yeah, so the second one's about your partner and stuff like that. What about the first one in regards to like
Smells?
the smells?
So I don't like them. I've worked in jails for many years. And
yeah.
when I used to open up cells, if you know of jails like Cessnock Jail, which is a very old jail, there's no aircon, there's literally minimal airflow, if any, in those cells, and they're tiny little boxes. If you have 2 men in there on a 40-degree night or 40-degree day and we open up in the morning, that smell is something else.
Yeah, it's just like boarding school.
It
I was
is.
just about to say, does this mean on reconnection days, because you're getting paid, are we okay to fart?
Look, Tahi,
Just say
I think I think you've gone on for, how old are you now? 30 years?
31.
31 years. I can't change who you are.
Thank you.
If you want to fart, go and fart, boy.
How many times have you heard that before?
Never.
Unconditional love. There we go. All
There
right,
you
what's
go,
your third?
exactly.
What's
Well
your
done.
third?
No,
Ick?
but like farts are okay now. Like I'm dealing with them. Okay. Third ick.
This is a big one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what like a top 3 would be, because now we have to cut everything else out. Because there's a few icks.
Well, just whatever comes to mind. You can say 5 if you want.
You can just keep going.
I don't have any, so
You don't have any.
I'm
icks?
still thinking. I can't think of anything.
Well, I don't know if I say these as icks really. Like I've only just picked up on icks like recently.
Just thought
You know,
nicks
like-
were your pet peeves.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah, pet peeves, I guess.
like
people that
I've
don't
heard,
use
like, an ick
blinkers.
I've heard an ick before of like chicks were saying like this is actually pretty funny when guys are playing beer pong and the ping pong ball starts to like float across the room and they see the guy try and like run after it and can't pick it up. They're like, that's an ick. They're trying to pick it up and he can't do it. yeah, see?
I saw one on, and the guy read it and he's just like, a girl, my icky is when a guy wears a seatbelt. And he said, you seen that?
No.
There's 2 dark guys from
What's
England,
icks? Let's have a look.
from the UK.
Oh yeah. Those guys are hilarious.
Yeah, they're so funny.
It's like Shits and Gigs podcast or
Something like
something.
that,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're hilarious.
Yeah, they read out like chicks icks, and like one of them was like,
Guys
guys that wear seatbelt. And he's just like, so what are we meant to do?
Oh no, I did say that one. Yeah,
Are we supposed to die?
yeah,
All right.
As a whole.
Can I read you out some common icks?
Go for
yeah,
it.
go.
I think these are like the top 25.
Jesus.
I swear,
Okay.
icks are just like relationship things, right?
Let's have a look.
Not all the time.
Not always. Okay.
Ah.
Oh,
Yeah, see how they're like really specific things?
So specific.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready? When you taste test ice cream and those baby tester spoons and can't figure out where to put it after.
What?
Are you fucking stupid? Like they are literally. There's a receptacle right in front of you where it has used spoons. Like what do you like? Are they going to the other side of the store having the taste? It's like, well, then how are you going to select? You
So
lose your spot in
you
your
can
ice
definitely
cream.
see this is a female ick.
All right.
He's pissed.
Walking back,
I'm just like trying to be logical here. It's not hard.
walking back after your turn in bowling.
Oh no!
Oi.
No,
What are we going to do? Just stand there? Open our legs?
no, mate.
Do you know what I do?
No, it's an awkward moment.
Every time you strike, like
Shoot a McGavin. That's an ick.
That's it. Shoot
Is
him
it?
again,
That's
mate.
an ick.
Nah,
I reckon.
fuck
Is that
off.
an ick?
Mate, that's it because he's
When
eat
you
pieces
No, when
of
you
shit.
hit a strike and you try not to be like, yeah, boy.
That's like my little nephew when he scores a goal in soccer. He turns his head to the side. He starts running. My sister, the other day he scored one. My sister goes, "Here he goes," and he just starts running with his head to the side. I was like, "What is he doing?"
Oh, I love him.
That's a nick.
Oh man,
Yeah,
sorry, mana.
All right. When he sings the wrong lyrics so confidently and he thinks it's right.
That's me, bro.
Yeah, that's Tahi.
That's me.
No, yeah. Actually, on the back of that one of my icks are misquoting movies and misquoting. Oh, I can't do it. I can watch a movie once and I'll remember the whole script. Fucking love it. This is really weird because I'm really good at doing that, but not actually my job.
No.
The guy at work today, I was like,
No,
"Do you know,
I
off
don't.
Step Brothers," and he's like, "The clown has no penis."
Yeah.
This young guy at work was like quoted this whole other movie. I just looked at him. I said, "Just walk away," and he just was. That's a whole wrong movie. Fuck off.
Get out of my life right now.
Yeah.
What else you got, guys?
All right. when they push a pool door.
How's that in it? Yeah,
A push a what?
A push
Push
a pull door.
door?
You know, it says
You know
pull.
Oh,
and
that's a
push.
big, that's a big one.
that sucks.
That's a big one for me.
That's just a bit unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh,
That's a good one.
it is a
I
good
do it
one.
a lot.
That is a great one.
That was good.
One of mine really is like people that don't use blinkers.
Yeah.
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 But kiddies, yeah, I guess that
No, I'll get it on
That
site.
is, yeah, that is.
And then the people that use blinkers way too early, like where are you turning? When there's like a whole big thing and they're like, why are you you're still a minute
Pulling
away.
over for 2 hours. Yeah,
Yeah.
yep,
Just
yep,
pull over.
yep.
This one reminds me of you, Tahi. I don't
Oh,
know
okay,
why.
okay.
It's just because I know you always get your hair cut.
Yep.
When he gets a haircut and he has to wear that little cape.
What else are you meant to do? Is cake covered in hair?
Yeah. How's that? Oh, God, that's silly.
That is hilarious.
You bitches wear the same cape when you get your hair done. You spend $400 to look like shit. I'm joking.
Man,
Sorry, that got me.
passionate, bro.
There's a lot of emotion
I'm
in
not
that.
triggered
Shit.
because I don't get my hair done, so I'm not triggered.
Sorry, everyone at home that has to wear a fucking cape.
Don't talk
Anger?
about Tahi's hair.
Anger is allowed here.
Thank
This
you.
is what we spoke about at the start.
That was very targeted.
Did you
though.
see?
That's a-
Did you
that's
see that
borderline hate
spit flying out of his mouth?
I've been holding on to that for a while. I feel good.
Real Tahi come out then. He's back to his alter ego now.
We found a nick.
You don't want Toronto
This one
Tahi to
actually
come
would be
out.
Nick for me. If I saw this happening, I'd be like, oh, it's a bit icky. Maybe if I was drunk, not as icky.
Well, we've got a guy that gets sunburnt, probably.
Yeah, egg. Playing crack the egg on the trampoline, but they're the egg.
What?
Like the adult? Like I'm the egg? I play that with my nieces and nephews, man. I can't bounce them off the trampoline.
Tahi is a walking egg.
Or am I a bouncing egg?
You're an egg that wears cakes.
But I can't bounce a 3-year-old off the trampoline. Can I?
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you could very
Embrace your masculine.
easily.
Definitely could.
Embrace
Guys,
it.
come on.
hilarious.
You got it. You got this.
Holy
Come on,
shit.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else you got? Actually,
All right, let's just do the last one here.
Yep.
better be good.
That one doesn't make sense to me, so I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
That was not a female that wrote that one. I was saying about mechanical pencil or some shit.
Oh, the
That's
mechanical
definitely male.
pencils and they don't like click
Pick up the
properly.
lead or something?
Yeah, the lead.
That's probably why it didn't make sense.
Other pronunciation.
Yeah. When he asks his mum to sunscreen his back,
Well, I've never had to do that.
I just get Lauren to do it.
All right.
tell you what, his mum would probably sunscreen your back.
Oh,
I reckon
I
most
think
mums would
she
probably
would
want
do a
to.
lot more than sunscreen your back.
Yeah, she would.
Cut that out.
I'll be Jacob.
47.
Jacob be calling me stepdad by the end of the week.
Oh, fuck, mate.
Jesus. All right, definitely 47.
Love it.
I've already gone through one shit dad, don't need another one.
Oh, no, keep it in there, keep it in.
Oh, we were walking around Charlestown the other day, and he goes, "Dad," and I was like, "What?" And he goes, "I don't know if that's my dad or not. He's just got a bald head." And I was just like, I just started laughing. I was like, "Do you even know what your dad looks like?" And he goes, "No."
Aww.
It's okay. I've processed it. It's fine.
It's actually really funny.
It's
I'd
okay.
love that too.
It's okay to be picked on.
I'd see a homeless cunt.
It's okay to be bullied.
The what?
What'd you say?
What did you say?
What did
Yeah.
you say?
Oh, I see probably an old homeless retired fiery cunt on a train in Cronulla. That'd probably be my dad. Let's just bring up
So
these
yeah,
old
back to
childhood
me
shit.
going to New Zealand with my daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding.
Fuck.
Fuck, this got
Are we even going to air this podcast?
This is a spicy fucking body, man.
They should not have all four of us on a
Oh,
podcast.
God, no.
This is good
Mistake made number one.
People are like, oh, we're supposed to heal with these guys?
Yeah. We'll heal with
This isn't
humour.
us, by the way. We're heaps different people off camera.
No, this is
It's authenticity.
authenticity. That's right. You know?
All right then. Well,
Tony's like, it is actually me. It is me.
Actually, are you going to read that last one? Because I fucked up with the mechanical pen one. Because that
No,
was
that was the last one.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I reckon I know what Jacob's ick is.
Dirty or long fingernails, that is a nick. Just so you know.
I
Yeah.
have long fingernails.
What about painted nails?
That's
Yeah, what about
it's actually pretty hot.
manicured nails?
Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty.
What's my ick?
When your wife eats your chocolates.
Or when your wife eats your caramel slices that Acacia makes. That is my alter ego, Acacia Rosa, Jill.
And where do you live?
Aberdare.
Do you know Joe Dirt? He's like, "What's your name?" He's like, Joe
Dirty.
Joe Dirty. It's Dirt. Don't try and class it up.
Don't try.
What's
church
that?
it up.
Key and Peele, the when he's reading out the school list of names.
Aaron.
Aaron.
Pete, and then he's
Balake.
Balak.
Balake.
Then he says the black
It's
guy's
actually
name. He goes,
Balak.
"Present."
Timothy. Present. That's fucking gold.
Oh yeah.
No, the best one I reckon. One of their best ones is when they do the football lineups when they're all from like different states. Demoisha, Magoisha, North Carolina University. Nah, that's funny.
It's still surprising to me that those guys, how hilarious they are. They can make some of the scariest movies.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Wild.
It's,
What
it's
was
pretty
their scary movies? It was like
They did Get Out.
Get Out. That was so.
That's fucked.
That
Don't
was
Look
scary
Up.
as.
You did Don't Look Up.
I like Don't Look Up. That wasn't scary.
Did you see those Australian
thanks.
boys from
I think
YouTube,
the Grinch
Raka
is
Raka?
scary.
They made the
When I was
movie
younger, I
that's in
did.
cinemas right now called
Oh yeah,
with the hand.
Yeah.
the twins.
Talk to me or something. No,
Yeah,
not
don't talk or something like that.
Yeah.
It's the Raka Raka.
the Rock Rock
Called, they're off
twins. Yeah.
YouTube, and they've made like
Yeah.
one of the biggest selling.
Well, that was the
Horror
same
movies.
boys, like the guy who made Saw. Well, James Wan and a few of his mates. Like they sold it after a couple of movies. They go, "Fuck, you guys can have the franchise," and now it's just blown out. But then James Wan's continued on and bloody made the Conjuring universe. Fuck, man, we got some talented people here. Some talented people in Australia. Pick us up, Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood.
Yeah, take us on.
Got
Spotify.
Margot Robbie, mate. She's Barbie.
Saw that Sunday.
We got what's his name? Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, no, I'm bigger than him. Jesus.
Oh, actually, can I tell another ick?
No.
Oh,
Here we go.
Wait, what's his name that's in Barbie?
Ryan Gosling. Ryan
yeah,
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, no, he's an ick now.
oh, wow.
He wasn't an ick on Saturday. He's an ick now Sunday.
Oh,
Because of the
Wow.
If
movie?
you watch the movie Ken, yeah, it's a bit like I'm Ken, and it just like
You know it's a
ruined it.
movie.
Could you not just...
You know it's a movie, right?
Yeah,
You
still
should
an
watch what's that one that he's in with the gangsters? And he's a copper.
the nice guys?
Don't know.
All American or something.
Oh.
There's a movie you should watch. It's got him in it. It'll change your life.
ick. Okay, deal.
That was a
You'll
bit-
fall
that was
back.
a bit
You'll fall
rich.
back in love with him.
Could it not be that he's just an extremely talented actor and that is the exact sort of character they wanted to portray for you guys to feel those emotions that you have?
Yeah.
That is just a good piece of cinematography.
And I've felt the emotions, and I'm sitting in them.
and he's a Nick.
And this is my response to the movie.
And everyone now hates Ryan Gosling, the hottest man in the world. Well, actually, no, it was Ryan Reynolds who won that, didn't he? Sexiest man alive.
Ryan Reynolds, I reckon, above him.
Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Desk.
Anyway,
The desk
Yeah,
is... The
anyway,
desk is
enough
up on the
daydreaming
wall.
about Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I was just thinking about his body, to be honest, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, the desk is rose a few inches.
How many glasses have you had?
Couple.
A couple.
All right. Well, you got anything else that you got going on that you want to talk about, or
No, not really. Yeah, just work, TAFE, moving house.
Actually, I did have one question, though.
Go for it.
So you got your work and everything else.
Yeah.
But with your work, with your content with Polaris,
Mm-hmm.
so what sort of things are you trying to implement and going to move forward with for us? So you've got, obviously got everything kind of sorted in your personal life in a way.
Mm.
What are you going to start implementing for, I don't know if it's targeted to women or more, so either everybody or more inclusive? Yeah, can you give us, the listeners, a bit of an insight of what we can expect from you?
I'll tell you what, you guys today.
They're on fire.
On fire.
Love it.
it's our day, baby?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's Leo's.
So my main focus is going to be women. Obviously from experience as being a woman, but I think everything that I've been through the last 14 months plus, you know, leading up to that, my whole life, I've been through some pretty crappy situations. I've been through some times where my self-worth was quite low, my confidence was quite low, my expectations of people were quite low, my expectations of myself was quite low, and the connection to myself and the connection to my femininity was very disconnected and very disjointed. So a lot of the growth that I've had is around those things. So I think my focus is with the women is getting women back to exactly who they are and connecting to themselves. That is a really tough thing to do because we all like, oh yeah, that'll be easy, you know, just connect, but it's actually not. And the deeper that you actually go into who you truly are and what your desires are in the world, one, more challenges will arise. You may lose friends, you may lose partnerships, you may lose that sense of identity that you thought you were to then step into the woman or the goddess, like we say, that you truly are. So, yeah, that's going to be my main focus is working with women, going to set up women's circles where we're going to have women, we're going to talk about connecting, we're going to talk about all different emotions that we're allowed to feel. Something that I would really love to experience with women is around anger releases. we know that women have been told for a very long time that women aren't supposed to feel anger, and that anger is an ick. But, you know, that anger is frowned upon. And if we're angry, we're psychopaths, or we're this or we're that. And I mean, that language has been thrown at me throughout my time as well, that if any time that I felt angry or upset, I was a psychopath and I was overreacting and I shouldn't be feeling these ways. And how dare you, you know, that's not the scenario, or whatever it might be. So allowing women to actually feel that anger and be able to release it in that way is going to be a really big point in these women's circles. And also to connect women with each other. Because again, for so long, women are going, oh, women are at my competition. I need to be leaner. I need to be more masculine. More stronger, or I need to have my hair done, or I need to have bigger lips than her, or whatever it might be. For so long, it's been that competition. And like, I'm sick of it. We're not doing it anymore. I'm not doing it. I will no longer compete with another woman. Instead, what I want to do is celebrate other women and celebrate their strengths, and actually look at the women in our community and connect with one another, so then we can uplift each other and empower each other in exactly who we are by connecting to ourselves.
I think it's should be like, it's better to see women together, like growing together, than working against, because you do see a lot of women go against each other.
Absolutely.
And you do see like they're a lot stronger. They're a lot stronger together, like big time. Like I've seen a few women's groups get around and like they're bringing the communities, like the women together, and it's just like, you see so much growth from there. So I reckon what you're doing is definitely gonna be great.
Absolutely. And I think women sometimes forget our own strength.
Yeah.
If you see a woman in an ice bath, very rarely you'll see them trying to get out or screaming or whatever it might be. Women have that undeniable strength because obviously, if the history of what a woman's body can do, it is just phenomenal. So the strength that we hold, sometimes we don't actually know the strength that we have until we have other women around us showing us that path.
Exactly.
Yeah. And some women have never had that motherhood figure in their lives to be like, yeah, this is what a healthy love from woman to woman actually looks like. Like, I'm very lucky. I have a mother and I have a sister, and now I have two sister-in-laws who show me unconditional love no matter what phase in my life I'm at. But not everyone has had that. Yeah. So to be able to provide that to people that may not have had sisters, may not have had mothers, may have lost their mothers, may have lost their sisters, to be able to give them that love and that strength in that community. So that's, something that I'm really going to focus on.
Awesome.
I like that.
Yeah, it's going to be sick. It's going to be cool to start bringing that aspect into Polaris, and you leading that. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And also allow women to lean into both their feminine and their masculine energies and be able to find a balance for them.
Yeah, because you do see a lot of women, like a lot of women that go to the gym are heaps in their masculine. Not by like, I don't mean by looks wise either. I mean like you'll see them like the way they protect themselves, and just like is by going to the gym and just being like very like walls are up, and you don't see much of the feminine.
Absolutely. Yep. And that's where I sat for a long time, because I put it down to experiences at an early age when I was a teenager around quite abusive relationships. So I then learnt what I needed to do to keep myself safe. Was to be in my masculine.
Yeah. Well, that's why the women do it, because like you've had a toxic masculine who's put you into that position of when you were in the feminine, he's brought you down so much. So then the way you've learned is put your walls up, be masculine, and not be. And then once you do get back into that feminine, and when you see him go from masculine to feminine, it's beautiful.
It's so beautiful. And like, we're not discounting that masculine, because that masculine is so important, right? To get that stuff, to get stuff done, to be able to see the strength in masculinity as well, because we all know that there is beauty and strength in masculinity.
Sure.
But to be able to sit in that feminine, for me, has been a huge game changer. And I mean, that's a huge game changer in my self-worth, in being able to actually accept what I want in life, what I don't want, putting up boundaries, what I want in relationships, and then again, how to sit with myself and be happy with who I am.
Yeah.
That's
that's probably what you've done with like you sitting at home, is that's you now in your feminine, where before it was like you're masculine, you're in that, you're just protecting yourself, but now you're just like fully sitting with yourself in your feminine and you're loving it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And you're glowing.
Yeah.
You are glowing. That hair growth.
That's all right.
That hair growth, right. Yeah, had a huge issue with hair loss last year. Still don't know what it was about, but lost a lot of hair, which was a tough thing. And I did a breath work here, and I literally had to make peace with it. And I remember finishing the breath work with my hands on my head, just making peace with it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And now
Beautiful.
my hair's growing.
Maybe I need to do that breath work.
Look, I was trying real hard to not be a smart ass because it was such a nice moment. I was like, don't say anything, Talia, just shut your mouth.
But also that's like become a lot of acceptance around that as well because, well, not even probably 4 months ago, I was, straightening my hair every day and my hair had to be washed every second day and it had to be perfect. Where now I'm like,
Can I ask a question?
yeah,
Have you got fake lashes on?
yeah, I do. They are the last thing to go.
I don't. Do they used to be a lot bigger or something?
Yeah.
I was gonna say because you don't look as you look a little bit different today.
Yeah. So the lashes are the last piece of the puzzle that I need to let go of. I was having this discussion the other day, actually.
Do you want to just let people know like why you are letting go of that?
Yeah. So I used to have like black hair. I used to have really big eyelashes. I would fake tan religiously. Everything had to be on point. If I was going to look at myself in the mirror, it had to be a certain identity that I saw myself as. And when I became more connected with who I truly was, that was an identity and a mask that I would put on, not actually who I was. So then I started going back to my normal hair color. I mean, I still like a fake tan because who doesn't like to be brown? Like Tahi, natural. But there's a lot of
life.
things that I've let go of that don't serve me purpose anymore.
Yeah.
And the thing around the eyelashes are, I know that these eyelashes, as small as they are, they're literally like little plastic things. I don't know what eyelashes are made from, like fake ones. Tiny little things in my eyes. For some reason, to me, it was like without them, I am not enough. Without them, I
You
am
are
not.
enough. You are enough.
Yeah, absolutely I am. Yeah, I'm enough when I wake up in the morning without anything on, right? I am enough. But that's taken me a long time to get to that point and actually truly believe it. So yeah, the eyelashes, my plan is once I get back from New Zealand, so in 3 weeks' time, the eyelashes are coming off.
Can we rip them off in here?
Oh, no.
Isn't that, how do you get them off?
You have to like let them fall off with your natural eyelashes or get them taken off with like a certain glue.
Oh, I thought we could just.
Because it'll rip
flush
your real eyelashes out. No,
Oof.
you can't rip them out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my plan. So like 3 weeks, no eyelashes done. And that's the last part that I thought that I had to have to be a certain person. And I don't. I don't need lashes to be Acacia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that. That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
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 All right. Well,
Fuck yeah.
thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
It was really good.
Thanks, mate.
No worries.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I guess we'll have you on again in the future. Let's hopefully have.
There
A,
you go.
Maybe that, I work for you.
I know. We can get you whenever you want, really.
Yeah. Just message.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Cool.
thanks
Alright, thank you.
for being on. I don't even know what episode that was, but
Don't know.
We're out there.
fucking
I also
whatever.
want to say if anyone, like if any females or even males, but especially females, if you need support, please reach out. If you ever need to have a conversation, please reach out. I would much prefer you to reach out and just drop some information on me, even if you just need to get it out and you're not asking for a response. Reach out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't always be able to fully understand where you're coming from, but I'll be there to listen to you no matter what.
100%.
That's
I
the
think
most
it goes
perfect
for-
way to be.
I think it goes for everybody here too, all four of us. If you really do need to say something, especially men, guys, if you're in your deep masculine, especially around sort of time of year and things like that, just definitely reach out. So we'll get back to you.
Yeah.
I will. I've got nothing else to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Well,
Well,
thank you for listening, everyone, and we'll see you on the next one.
peace. Fade to black.
Bye.